Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the second video of our series Basics of AutoCAD for Beginners. In the last video, we learned how to use some draw tools and make a composition on our screen in our AutoCAD. In this video, we are going to learn a bit more about the editing tools, how to edit that composition. I've made this composition. I hope you guys have made your own composition on your own screen. So let's just start. First up, we're going to learn the move and copy commands. Move command is activated by clicking on this button in the modify panel. You can click on it and the move command is activated. Another way to activate is from the keyboard. You press M and then press enter and the move command is activated. Now that it's activated, it's saying select objects. It wants us to select the object that we want to move. So I'm going to select this circle as I want to move it from here. Now that I have selected, I'll press enter. Now it is asking specify base point. So base point is basically the reference point from which I'm going to move it from one point to the other. So I'll just take the center point of the circle as the reference point. So I'm going to click over here on the center point. Now that you see this object is moving with my cursor, so I've just picked it up from here and I'm going to place it over here and I'll just press enter and you see the object has been moved. Next up, we have the copy command. It's similar to move. The copy command is located over here in the modify panel. You can activate it by clicking on this button, or you can activate it by typing CO and then press enter from your keyboard. Now that copy is activated, again it's asking to select objects. So this time I'm going to select this circle. I've just clicked on it, then I'll press enter and the circle is selected. Now it is asking for the base point, so I'll give the base point as the base point. So I'll click on this base point. Now it is asking for the second base point, so I'll give the second base point over here so that it can move from here to this point, copy from this point to this point, and then I'll click on it again and you see that I've copied this circle from this part of this rectangle to this part using these edges of this rectangle as the base points. The next commands we're going to learn are trim and extend. Trim command is activated from this button in the modify panel. You can also use the shortcut for it, that is TR, and then press enter. Okay, now it is asking to select objects, so I'll just select this object that I want to trim. I've selected it and I'll press enter. Now that I'll move my cursor inside this object, you see that this line gets trimmed. You can trim this line, or you can move it over here or trim this line or this line. Whatever line that intersects this object that I have selected will be trimmed once I click on it. So I'll just trim this line and you see that this line has been trimmed from inside this object. Next we'll learn the extend tool. It is also placed in this modify panel. You click on this trim and you'll see the extend option over here. You can either use this button, or you can use it by typing EX and then press enter. You see the extend command has been activated. Once it's activated, it's asking for a object. Select an object. I'll again select this circle as my object and I'll press OK. Now it is asking for the second object to be extended, so I'll just click on this line so that it can be extended, and you see the line that I trimmed before has been extended and made another line again. So these were trim and extend commands. Next up, we're gonna learn the offset command. Offset command is used to make parallel lines, circle, arches to whatever object that we're gonna give the offset to. It is activated by using this button over here, or you can also activate it by pressing O and then enter from your keyboard. Now that I've pressed it, you see the offset has been activated. It's saying specify offset distance. So I'm going to give a distance of suppose 10 units. So I'm going to type 10 and then I'll press enter. Now it's asking select object to offset. So suppose I want to offset this line given over here. So I'm going to click on this line, and now you see if I move my cursor down towards it down, there's another line of 10 unit offset is being made over here. If I move it towards the top side, another line of 10 unit offset is being made over there. So I am going to make a line on the bottom side. So I'll just move my cursor downwards and then I'll click again, and you see a parallel line, a parallel line to this line of offset 10 units has been made. I can change the offset limit to whatever I want. So let's just try another one. So this time I use it from this button. I'll press this button and offset has been activated. It's again asking for the distance. This time I'll give a distance of maybe 50 units. So I'll type 50 and I'll press enter, and this time I'll use this line. So I'll click over here and move my cursor towards the inside, and then I'll click again. So you see a line of 10 unit offset has been made from this line. Next up we have the rotate command. Rotate command is used to rotate any object within AutoCAD. It is located over here on the modify panel. You can also activate it using the shortcut key RO and press enter. Now that rotate command is activated, it is saying select object. So I'll rotate this line over here. I have selected it, then I'll press enter. And now it's saying specify base point. I'll specify the base point as the center point of this line. So I'll just click on this center point over here, and now you see that it is starting to get rotated with my cursor. So I can either just rotate it like this and randomly place it anywhere like this and press enter. The rotate command is being finished. Or I'll just go back by pressing Ctrl Z. 2-3 times I pressed it and I'm back. Or I can use a specific angle. So this time I'll try it again. I'll use the rotate command maybe from the panel this time. I'll click on rotate. Rotate is activated. Now it's saying select the object. I selected the object, then I pressed enter. Now I'll again specify the center point of this line as the base point, and this time I'm going to give an angle of 45. I type 45, then I press enter, and you see the line is automatically made at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, next up we're gonna learn about the ortho mode. Ortho mode is activated and deactivated with this button over here. You can click on it and it's activated, and you can click on it and then it gets deactivated. You can also use the shortcut key F11 for F8 for it. So what ortho mode does is once we turn it on and we try to make a line like this, whenever we make a line, it's going to make it at an angle of 90 degree. It will be even a vertical line or a horizontal line. No line in between of these lines will be made. So once that ortho is on, only straight lines can be made in AutoCAD. Once we turn the ortho mode off again, we can make lines of different angles. So this is ortho mode, and you can use it. It's very helpful in making drawings on straight angles with each other. Next up we have object snap. Object snap is activated and deactivated from this button over here. The shortcut key for it is F3. What object snap does is once on, whenever I want to make a line or give any command to AutoCAD, it gives different toggles on the different signs or toggles on my cursor. You see this green sign that's coming, that this is for the corners of lines. Now that the sign has changed, and if I keep moving it, it's going to change towards another sign once it turns over here, and again a sign over here, different sign over here for the center point. So all these signs are coming in because of my ortho mode, object snap mode. Once I've turned this object snap mode off and I want to make a line now you see there's no sign coming in, and this line won't be in complete intersection with my other line. You see it's going to be, I'll try to put it on here, but once you zoom in, it's not on exactly on the other line. But once this object snap mode is on and I want to make a line, you see this is exactly on the edge, and you can zoom in as much as you want, but it will be exactly on the line. You can click over here and go to object snap settings, and these are all the points that object snap is giving. You can set these points according to your own needs. If you don't need any of these lines, suppose I don't want the midpoint one or the extension one, I can turn them off, but I would recommend to keep all of them on so that they can keep helping you while making your drawings. Okay, this was it for the second video. In the third video, now that you have learned how to make a drawing and edit those drawings in AutoCAD, in the third video we will learn how to present them and to print and export them from AutoCAD. So please switch on towards the next video.